If your kids could use some creative fun, Mad Science has you covered. Joining us now to share their summer activities is Chief Mad Scientist Dr. Proton. Welcome to the show, Doctor. We're so happy to have you here.
How are you?
We're good. You look great. You look like you're in your element. Tell us what Mad Science is and where you guys are located.
Well, we are physically located across the freeway from Cal Expo, so real central to Sacramento, but we go out into the hinterlands to do our science normally. Obviously, we've been doing more online science fairly successfully. Kids get really into it when they can get a front row seat for the science and they do it along with us. So we've had some online classes. We're doing some online camps this summer, but we're also starting to do some in-person camps in certain park and rec areas like Auburn, Roseville, etc. We're even doing some by the lab. So things are starting to open up, but we're being very careful about it. We've got all of our sanitizer and masks and everything, being very sciencey about the separation. Tonight, we have a family fun night just outside our door here on a grass patch.
Oh, family night.
We've already filmed, where families will be science distanced, and we'll have a show. We'll have swag bags for every kid and rocket launches. It's just an hour long. We're going to do that probably a few more times in the summer, and we'll announce that on social media.
Very nice. So lots of different offerings. The science doesn't stop. And you have an experiment for us, don't you, Dr. Proton? Can we see it?
I do. I thought, today the theme is air pressure. Can you say air pressure?
Air pressure.
Air pressure, yes. And, air pressure is all around us. We need air to breathe. And if you take a couple of home types of items like a CD-ROM, some tape, and the top of a water bottle that has a valve on it, you can make a contraption that will be a hovercraft.
Ooh.
You tape the valve down to the CD-ROM, like so, and it has to have that lip on it so it catches the edge of the balloon, if you see what I'm saying there. And this can be something to play with for quite a little while. I've added an innovation, which is a Dixie cup that's been split down one side to help it be stable as the balloon goes.
What's this experiment called, Doctor?
This is the hovercraft, CD hovercraft, and so I want to demonstrate that. I have to switch cameras to do it, and that's going to just take a second here. How do you do that on Skype? Yes, I can do that momentarily. Here we go. No, it must
Live
be a
science on YCL.
Yeah, figuring things out. Do you see it? Do you see the table now?
No, we see your blank screen. I think you got to turn that one on. We've got some video though we're going to show right now as you get that switched. There you go. Now we see it.
Okay, so all I'm going to do is open up the valve on this just a little bit to get it to float, and we have air coming out the bottom, and we can
look at that.
Riding on a cushion of air.
I like this. It's not too messy.
It's not messy, and with that cup, it stands upright. It lasts a long time. I was thinking parents could use this as a kind of a white glove test for when the kids sweep the floor. Okay, so if there's any leftover cereal dust or dirt clods or dandruff on the floor, it won't pass the hovercraft test, and they'll have to go back and sweep again. So I was thinking this could be useful for them.
Yeah, I like that. It's a Dr. Proton science hack for helping mom and dad clean up the house. Now, you said you had those summer camps. Is it too late to sign up? You have a variety of different science-based camps. So how can people get into those?
You can go to our website at sacramento.madscience.org and find all kinds of options there. There's even quite a bit of home experiments, and this is one of the home experiments, actually. And here's an adaptation to that one I just did, is you can just use the valve on a balloon, and you can open up the valve and cool yourself on a day like today
or
this week. You could build a rack with all of these, and you could have quite a wind blowing on you and cool you down.
Dr. Proton, you are so much fun, and he's got all his information right there. So if you want to get more information on Mad Science of Sacramento Valley and where you can register for family nights or for any of the camps, just head over to sacramento.madscience.org. Did I get that right?
Perfect. We need to get you a lab cover.
All right. Next time, Dr. Proton, we hope to see you again. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.